goodness, y'all are... I am devastated. Oh, I am simply devastated. The only word to describe how devastated I am is devastated.
You know, I'm getting the impression there's something bothering you.
You know I had a date with Sebastian last night.
Aw, and the date didn't go well?
No, Duncan, he was devastated because the restaurant was out of the lamb shank.
Oh, I don't usually eat lamb on a date. It tends to make me a little gassy.
Please, we're in our 70s. A soft banana makes us gassy. And don't even try to light a cigarette around me after a cup of soup. And a patty melt is like Hiroshima.
On, please! Go on, Trey.
Oh, well, the date started off swimmingly. I was my adorable, bubbly self, and my suit was accentuating my best qualities, and my hair looked flawless as always.
Oh yeah, it seems like the new glue's really doing the trick.
Well, he escorts me to the door at the end of the night and says he had a lovely evening, and then he gives me a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, well, that does sound terrible. I can see why you were devastated.
Can you imagine a kiss on the cheek with someone who's lovely and handsome as I am, and all I get is a kiss on the cheek?
Well, what's so bad about that?
He was expecting a tap dance number to Like a Virgin.
I mean, I assume he would want to go to bed with me. I mean, look at me, I'm stunning. Who could resist my masculinity?
You know, back home, we had a saying. Why buy the Dairy Queen when everyone's already eaten all the ice cream? Because then you would just have bad hamburgers and a homeless guy named Carl sleeping in your bathroom.
You know, there's a lot of wisdom in that town of yours. It's amazing we haven't had more presidents out of there.
My point is, maybe Sebastian didn't go to bed with you because he realized that you were all dried up. And that you once let a homeless man named Carl sleep in you.
You wouldn't understand. You've all had decades to get used to losing your looks. Those of you that ever had them.
Please, 7 decades and none of you idiots know what you're talking about. Let me tell you a story. Picture it. Ireland, 1997. A beautiful spring day. The rolling fields were green as emeralds, and no one had figured out that climate change was just a hoax concocted by the Chinese. A young Irish Catholic altar boy had just finished up Mass. While attending to his duties, he stumbles across the communal wine. Looking around to make sure the coast was clear, he gulps down the goblet in just a few sips. Just then, the young, handsome new priest catches him red-handed and red-lipped. The priest pulls the boy into a nearby confessional and takes off his own robe. Now the young altar boy had heard these stories about the priests and the altar boys and just prepared himself for the act that's sure to follow. The love that dare not speak its name. But much to the boy's surprise, the priest just pulls out a handkerchief and wipes his lips, tells him to say 3 Hail Marys, and sends him on his way. Now that young altar boy was me. And that handsome young priest was Ewan McGregor.
Come on, stop. You're making this up. Ewan McGregor was never a priest, and you can't romanticize child molestation.
What molestation? Ewan McGregor comes on to you, don't press charges. This was the 90s in the Catholic Irish Church. If you weren't felt up by the age of 8, you was a spinster.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. If I want Sebastian to sleep with me, I have to make the first move.
No, what I'm saying is you're past your prime. Accept it. Nobody wants you.
Well, boys, you know what never disappoints?
Cheesecake. I'll get the plates.
I'll get the forks.
I'll get the milk magnesia.